Good evening. Feels different to be on this side of the diocese, but it's okay. Just wanted to share something with you. Don't know if you're aware, but Kathryn Ramirez and myself and a few other people from Salinas, we belong to something called the Equity Network, and we're meeting 4 or 5 times in Sacramento. The Equity Network is funded by the California School Board Association, and it's also administered by them. So what we're doing at these meetings is we're doing 2 things. One is that we're studying equity, because as you all know, the new funding that was established for schools by Governor Brown has as one of the principal ideas, the equity for all students. So the other thing that we're doing is that we're hoping from our meetings and with the support of the California School Board Association to start looking at our equity practices and also at our equity policies, in our different districts, and to see how we can improve those. So, I'm very happy to be working with Kathryn in this capacity. And I expect, and I'm sure that you will also be, aware of that, and I'm sure that you will come up with some good ways to improve equity policies and practices. And for myself, that's also my challenge for this year, is to try to bring that back to my district, which is the LaSalle Union School District. So I just wanted to make you aware of what we're doing, as a group, and let you know that I think Kathryn is doing an outstanding job, and I think that you're going to see some results of our study sessions, hopefully, in the near future. And keep in mind also that when we talk about equity, the equity is for all students, and that's the emphasis there is on the pronoun all, because all students need services. It doesn't matter if they're low income or if they're high socioeconomic status. Every group has its own unique needs, and that's what equity is about. It's about identifying the unique needs of all of our students in the district, and then figuring out how do we serve them. So again, congratulations on Kathryn, and I'm happy to continue to work with her. Thank you.
Ron Cheshire with the Monterey Santa Cruz Building Construction Trades Council. I just live over there. Don't hold it against me, please. And I am a former board member. I know you can't answer any questions this evening, but is he going to take you out to dinner after this? Move the meeting along, okay? I want to thank the board this evening. Thank you for your service. I want to thank the administration, the teachers, and the other workers, the CSEA workers in the school district, for all that you do, for your dedication, professionalism toward the betterment of our children. I represent the Monterey Santa Cruz Building Trades Council. I represent all of the construction workers that are unionized in the 2-county area, and we've done some good work. We have basically moved things along, and we couldn't have done that without leadership. And it comes tough sometimes because a leader has to bring ideas and things out that may not be totally acceptable to either individuals or groups. And we have worked with Ms. Ramirez in regards to having a project labor agreement on building the new high school. It had its challenges with the weather and such, but we don't handle those type of things. All we can do is talk to the man upstairs about the weather. But everything else in regards to the job, the proficiency on the job, the efficiency and such, it's a beautiful school. It's come out really well, and the district's moving along. Along with that came a lot of jobs in the area, and most of those jobs went to people within your jurisdiction, within Monterey County and such. And we looked at opening opportunities for young people and people that want to get into the construction trades because after all, not everyone does go to college, but I would like to see more superintendents. Okay, the young lady, what a beautiful young lady. So I do want to tell you that even though the elementary school level may be a little bit early, if we get SB1 funding here in Monterey and Santa Cruz County, we're going to be looking at approaching you in regards to bringing some programs into the elementary school about working together as a team, okay, both boys and girls, right? Because we want women in construction, and we want to see, we want to make an awareness for children to understand what opportunities are out there for them. I think in the age of these things, children probably don't have as well of an awareness as they should, and we want to bring this to the community because the opportunities are there. These are not only good paying jobs, these are great careers, and they're not dead-end careers. So I thank you very much, and Ms. Ramirez, thank you for all the work that you've done and worked with us in the past. We're looking to working with you, and I hope this SB1 proposal goes through and we'll be talking. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good evening, Madam Chair, Superintendent, and trustees. I'm coming here today to share something that my husband probably gave you a little bit of feedback as well, which is called equity workshops in San Clemente. We just attended a 2 days workshop intensively where we have all kinds of different sub-districts working together, okay, to provide a better education across board for our kids. And when we say it across board for our kids, we're not just saying for one race or the other one, because we know better as elected officials and as a superintendent that we've been lagging behind in education. When you look at the data that is produced to us at our districts, it shows a lot, the big gap that we're facing with. So through attending these workshops, we're aiming to create a master plan to bring to our trustees, share with them, and implement it to better serve our kids for the future. I heard someone saying a while ago that children are the voices of the future, and I do not disagree at all. Second of all, I feel a little resented from what I've been hearing around, that equity here in this district is not being taken as it should have. And I'm sorry if there are some people that are not understanding what it exactly means. But the reason that I and Robert are here today is to share with you that we are here to work together and to also learn how to accept or not accept things that are approached to us to better for our kids. When I'm saying that, and excuse me because English is my second language. If I speak to you in Spanish, it will be a different scenario. So, coming to you is in support, in full support of Kathryn Ramirez. Kathryn Ramirez goes back in time and was one-of-a-kind trustees in our district. Thanks to her, a lot of positions were open in our district. And that has to do always for advocating for the equity of our kids, to serve our kids, and not for our ego or self-interest. I don't want to go too far, because I only have 3 minutes. But all I can say to you is, we are all adults here, and instead of being fighting and finger pointing at each other, let's all work together for the sake of our kids, because those are the future of tomorrow leaders. Thank you all. Good night.
Hello, good evening. I am a parent in the district, and I'm also a constituent in Kathryn Ramirez's area. I am here today to say that I do support Kathryn and the district. I appreciate all the hard work and decisions that you have made and that she's making on behalf of our kids. Northeast Salinas supports the advocacy efforts Trustee Ramirez makes on our behalf. Finally, we do have a representative who is making, asking the right questions and making decisions and shaking the rug a little bit. So I just wanted to say thank you to you all for, on behalf of us, all of our parents, all of us as parents and our children. Thank you guys. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Board and Superintendent. My name is Anthony Rocha. I'm a school board member here in Salinas. I'm a lifelong resident of Salinas, but most importantly, I'm a product of our public schools. And I bring that up because Trustee Ramirez has been in a position of leadership for many years. And I have benefited from her advocacy for people who look like me, for her advocacy for our community, for her advocacy for North and East Salinas, which ultimately has benefited the entire city of Salinas. And I must say I'm very disappointed as I look at what has gone on with certain community advocates who have attached themselves to this district, who have targeted Trustee Ramirez, who have made very, very blatantly evil and untrue statements towards Trustee Ramirez. And as I look at this board, you guys are probably the most diverse board in this city. You have Asian American, you have Latino, you have a very diverse board, you have a very diverse cabinet. And I would really hope that this board would step up and support one another. I really hope this board would step up and call out this type of behavior for what it is. It's bullying, it's abusive, and it's unfair. And it's targeting the one trustee who was a Latina, who was, I don't think this district ever had a strong enough Latina like they have until now as a trustee. And I think that, it's incumbent on all of you to step up and have each other's backs. Because when they target one of you, and they're able to be successful in targeting one of you, they'll target the rest of you. And then what do you accomplish for the students? What do you accomplish for the district? So there's strength in numbers, and the reality is, now more than ever, especially what's going on at the federal level, the national level, we have to stand up and call out this type of thing for what it is. It's scary. And as someone who's been attacked by people for my statements regarding equity, for my statements regarding inclusion, I could tell you I felt scared. When people are telling you they're going to run you out of this city, when people are telling you that you are a racist because you stand up for the students that look like you, it can be scary. And that's one of those fears that you deal with alone, when nobody's around. But it's something that eats at. Because you say, how could I advocate for my community like this? How could I stand up for my community like this? And then yet others could attack me like this, nobody says anything. So I really hope that you all stand together and call out this type of abusive behavior for what it is. Because we're better than this. This district is better than that. And I, believe in each and every one of you.
President of the board, fellow board members, superintendent. My name is Freeman. I've known Kathryn Ramirez for many years. She's my neighbor. She's my great friend in North Salinas. And there's a group in our community that's been bullying her over bogus stuff. And I've never witnessed one time in my experience knowing my great friend Kathryn Ramirez, your new colleague here at this trustee board, being racist on any level. And I just think it's wrong to be a bully towards someone that you don't agree with. And we teach children at an early age not to be bullies because it's wrong to be mean to people, and we teach children to do that. As adults, they should know better than to be bullying your newest colleague, Kathryn Ramirez. And I will promise to walk for Kathryn Ramirez in any other office you run for, because you have been a great public servant for many years. And as a board member, in my experience as a trustee, sometimes you make decisions no one likes. And I know that. But when you make decisions that you believe in and in your heart, that's what you should always do, no matter what the stakes are. And I applaud you for that, Kathryn, because that's what you do all the time. And I don't understand why people are doing this, because it's wrong. It's wrong. And that's why I'm here tonight. I stand with Kathryn Ramirez. I would like all of you to have a great year this year. And lastly, I'd like to wish Amy and Steve Ish, who I've known for many years, a happy anniversary. Thank you.
Neighbors here. I'm Luis Juarez Chago by a good number of people. artistic director of Bachtung 12. We are an East Salinas theater company. We focus on community stories, stories that come from our champions, our neighbors, stories that we learn so much from, and stories that focus on the intersection. Focus on the intersection of our different communities, our different cultures that were raised here, brought up here. And in what I want to just lend my support for Kathryn Ramirez, and what she's doing is opening up this opportunity. It's a great, exciting opportunity for our community to take part in, to engage in equity. And the work that we've been doing alongside with the PHC Collaborative in East Salinas, empowering our parents to engage with the Alsal Union School District Board. You know that Mr. Ocampo has been a part of that, good part of that. There is so much to learn from each other in this. And the work that she's doing and what she's able to do, what Kathryn is inviting us all to be a part of, is to learn more. Yes, it's hard work. It's not hard, but it's going to take more, right? To even understand what that term equity means. All students. And what do we mean by all students? What does that require from each of us as community members? You know, so with that, I really want to just emphasize how exciting that could be, how beneficial it's going to be for all of us, and to understand that when the value of culture, because in this intersection we get to experience these, you know, our neighbors' cultures, their roots, what we believe in, breaking that bread, and understanding it's not to be confused with intelligence, because sometimes we know how far, we know when that confusion takes precedence and is taken advantage of in this country. So I support Kathryn Ramirez, and I support you all in this endeavor to embrace equity. Thank you very much.